De-stressing for the NHS with your host, Dr. Phil Parker.
On this episode, make sure you're comfortable. I'm going to just talk you through a technique you can use anywhere, no matter what's going on around you, to help you to relax and drift off to sleep. First of all, I'd like you to score your sense of sleepiness or relaxation out of 10, where 10 is very deeply relaxed and 0 is not particularly deeply relaxed. Then, having scored yourself, I'd like you to follow these simple but very important instructions. Obviously, make sure you're not doing anything important, you're just able to relax deeply. And to focus on 3 of your 5 senses. The first sense is the visual. So focus on 3 things either you can see, or if you've got your eyes closed, you would be able to see if they weren't closed. So that might be, where the ceiling is, where the floor is, where the door is. Just 3 random things. Having done that, then focus on 3 sounds that you can hear right now. So maybe the sound of my voice, maybe the sound of your breathing, maybe sounds inside the room. And then when you've done that, to focus on 3 sensations you're aware of, but it tends to work best if you focus on things you're not normally aware of, like feeling at the back of your left knee, or what it feels like between your 5th and 4th toe on your right foot, or where your clothes or bed sheets touch your body. So 3 things you can feel. And now that you've done that, you can move on to the second phase, which is simply to focus on 2 things in each of those senses. So that's 2 things you could see, but they need to be different from the ones you've already chosen. So that could be what the corner looks like over there, or where the light switch is. 2 other sounds that you can hear. Have a listen. Maybe sounds outside, maybe even sounds of a voice in your head or thoughts in your head. And then 2 sensations you're aware of. What your breathing feels like, what your heels feel like. And when you've done that, you can move on to the final phase, which is just focusing on 1 thing. So that's 1 thing that you could see. Maybe what that corner's like, or the furnishings are like, or the furniture. 1 other sound you can hear. Now you may find you've heard all the sounds that there are. You've heard the traffic, you've heard the people next door. If that's the case, then just think of a sound you love to hear, like the sound of rain on a roof, crackling log fire, or the gentle roll of the sea. And then focus on 1 sensation you're aware of. Maybe how your body feels more relaxed, your muscles are softer. And when you've done that, then you rescore yourself and see how that's changed as a result. What I recommend is you do that exercise now. I'm going to play some music in the background, but don't use any of the examples I gave you. It'll take you between 1 minute, 5 minutes to complete. When you've completed it, then take yourself to a time when you felt even more relaxed. And in that space and time, do the same exercise. So notice 3 things that you saw there. 3 things you hear, 3 things you see, and so on. Usually what happens is people never get to the end of this exercise because it takes you into a very sleepy state that allows you to just drift into sleep. So I'm going to stop talking now, let you do the exercise. Just let the seminar run to the end and then drift off as you need.